Alright, here we are for day 4 of the 12 days of Pokemon memories. Today we'll be going over Pokemon X and Y, the beginning of Gen 6. Ty, what do you got for these memories?
Well, these games are kind of middling for me because they're like online play is awesome, but the actual game, the stories are kind of meh. Some of the new Pokemon are kind of meh. But for me, the most memorable part, I think it's about like Route 19 or 20, those rival battles that you have. The characters are pretty forgettable and boring and have no personality, but when you're like walking on that bridge towards the end of the game and your friends show up and they all challenge you.
I completely forgot about that.
Oh gosh, yeah, no, that's the one. Like I said, the characters are forgettable, but I remember like the battles on the bridge. That's what I called them. And you battle Shauna, who has her starter. She has the one who you're strong against.
Okay.
And then she has Gudra as well, which is one of my favorite Pokemon from that generation.
Okay.
From all generations, but that's pretty awesome. And then there's Tierno and Trevor. You battle each of them, and they have really cool mons. Tierno has, I remember he has a Roserade and a Crawdaunt, and I think a Talonflame. Trevor, he had his Raichu, because he had Pikachu before. But then he has Aerodactyl and Florges too. So like, all pretty awesome mons. It would definitely be better if the characters were any kind of personality at all, or if the game was even a little bit challenging. It's like, it is cool. I played a Nuzlocke of that, and those were some cool battles there because they were pretty tough. And I guess if you played the game without the EXP share on, it might also be a little challenging. But yeah, those are my favorite moments. What about you?
I really don't remember that or like most of the game. I do remember a few parts of the story, but a lot of it I don't. One thing I do remember though is Snowbell City in the winter, like because it was winter where I live and like it was winter in the city. And I just remember, feeling kind of cozy, being at that part of the game, while being surrounded by snow in real life. That just always kind of stuck out to me. But aside from like the story, like the main thing I remember about X and Y is just the PSS in general. I forget what the PSS stood for, but it's like the online, like how you do things online with other people. Like you can battle, you can trade, you could get Yaz, you could give a little speech on your profile. It was just a really good function, and I felt like it was definitely a step forward in Pokemon just communication wise. But then they kind of took a step back from that in Gen 7, but we're not here to talk about that today. So like I said, I don't remember a lot about XY, but I do fondly remember both of those things. So
yeah, the PSS was definitely the bomb, and it was way easier to communicate with people, both who you knew and who you didn't know, and just play and do what you wanted. So I absolutely miss that, and one can only hope that they'll add that back with the next games.
Or even like an improvement, just like something better than the Festival Plaza. Like what actually were they thinking? But anyway, not here to talk about
Festival
that.
Plaza is not the memory. Yes, that is not the memory. We all want to forget that. That is the anti-memory.
Yeah. Well, will that be all for XY then?
That is everything for X and Y, because they didn't do anything with Zygarde or the cave or the hit story, and they didn't do a Z, so we don't have any memories for that, because that didn't exist.
I remember being so like upset that they didn't do a Z. Like, they have XY. How can you not do Z? Like, it just everything about that.
And then they just throw Zygarde's like transformations and stuff into the next.
Yeah, like
game.
How jank can you get? But either way, enough complaining about that. I like X and Y for what they did right, but maybe not so much what they did wrong. But I do like what they did right, so we'll leave it at that.
Correct.
All right. Hope you're looking forward to day 5 next time. Until then, thank you for watching and have a good day.
See you guys soon.